Yeah, my name is Lucky Masilela. I am the CEO of ZA Central Registry, a registry operator based in Africa, in South Africa. And we are responsible for the administration of the second level domain names, which I will explain. We have under the .za name, we have co.za, we have org.za, we have web.za, and net.za. Those are under the .za top level domain name. Then we have other GTLDs. These are new string of names, which is your .Joburg, your .Cape Town, and your .Durban. And now we have added to the list, we now are administering .Africa. That's what we do as a ZACR. But the company that will be administering the .Africa domain name is not going to be ZACR, it's going to be Registry Africa. So we are going to be establishing a new entity. Not only are we going to be establishing we have established a new entity, Registry Africa, which is registered in Mauritius, and it will be responsible for administering the .Africa domain name. Actually, the number of names that I was referring to there was the CCTLD. There is what we call country code top level domain names, CCTLD. Then we have GTLD, which is generic top level domain names. Now each country on the continent has a 2-character identifier. For South Africa we have .za. That character, that identifier, based on this naming protocol, can only be used by South Africa and no other entity. So in this case, .za has at least 1.1 million registrations. Then you look at another country on the continent, a big economy, which is Nigeria. Its identifier is .ng. It has less than 60,000 registrations. So we are saying if you look at the total number of registrations from .za to .ng to .eg to .sw to .zw, we have less than 2 million registrations on the continent. And the majority of these registrations are in South Africa. So we need to turn the picture around. We need to make sure that .Africa is used to grow the other domain names, move them from this 60,000, 10,000 and 5,000 and 2,000 registrations to larger numbers than they have. And we think and believe that .Africa as a project has that potential to grow the domain names to the number that we want. Naturally, Dr. Nkosazana Zuma is walking in the steps of our forefathers. You know, this place has a lot of history from the founders, you know, our fathers, Kwame Nkrumah, to today. And she needs to be walking in those steps. And with the OR Tambo Declaration, which is embracing ICT, and the Abuja Declaration, which equally ensures that ICT is used for economic growth, and also that AUC must be the custodian or the driver for this project. That is what it is that is important. So Dr. Nkosazana Zuma, as a chairperson, though, the outgoing chairperson, and then as a chair, had that obligation and that mandate to conclude on this project, and she had to ensure that the continent does benefit from .Africa, the project. And we think that she has done quite a lot in ensuring that .Africa is delivered, and we will make sure that .Africa is functioning. We need to make it work. She has delivered, we'll make it work.
Perfect.
Dr. Nkosazana Zuma has a tremendous wealth of knowledge, tremendous wealth of experience. She has accolades from the trenches. You know, she comes from the trenches. You know, this is during the struggle days, and coming in the first administration, the first cabinet of the democratic South Africa, and we always remember her for smoking. You know, we now can walk into restaurants and be comfortable that there'll be nobody smoking. You can sit in a bus and be happy that nobody will be smoking. And then this is, her championing and believing in that this is doable. And a lot of resistance was pushed then. So there are a lot of successes even here at the AU level. And because one of the challenges the AUC has was how to fund the operations. And she had to come up with mechanisms that we need to find a taxation model for goods that come to the continent, that those funds will come and assist in the funding of the AUC. So I think as a person, she has a lot of value to provide on the continent, and I'm not sure what she will be doing when she returns to South Africa, but equally there, I think she has still a larger role to play and a bigger role that she can play, with the experience, knowledge, and expertise. She is going to be dearly needed in our country.
Perfect.